Hello everyone, welcome back to another First Impressions video, and today we're going to be going over Wrath Paladin. I have done one for Balance, Feral, Marksman Hunter, Unholy, and Frost, so now it's going to be Rhett's turn. I was actually quite surprised at what has changed for Rhett when I first logged on to this tune. So, we're going to start off with the talents. First row, nothing has really changed. Second row, Fires of Justice and Blade of Wrath are unchanged. But we now have a new talent, and basically what this talent is if you played Rhett in BFA, it's basically the same as the Divine Storm trait. What it does is Crusader Strike has a 15% chance to make your next Divine Storm free and deal 25% increase additional damage. So it's basically the same as the BFA trait, just baked into a talent. Third row, nothing has really changed much here. It's pretty much still the same. Fourth row, same. Nothing really has changed here. And then the fifth row is completely new. Well, almost newish. Divine Purpose, which was in the final row, has now been moved to this row with Holy Avenger, which is new, which I think we used to have it before as Red. If anybody knows that for sure, let me know, because I feel like we did at one point. And what it does is it gives you triple on your Holy Power generation, which is a 3-minute cooldown. And then we have Seraphim. I was really quite surprised about this one because for anybody that does not know, it's a prop paladin talent. So I'm thinking this is going to, or like you thought Red Burst was pretty crazy. Now imagine Inquisition, Seraphim, and Wings. Like that burst could just be bonkers. Although I feel like it's going to be pretty hard to time those two right, just because Seraphim requires 3 Holy Power, Inquisition requires 1 to 3. I don't know. It could be hard to get both of those off, so I don't know. But I just thought it was pretty crazy. This row is going to be like probably your burst row, maybe, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm not sure which will actually be good for PvP in this row, because I feel like all of them actually are pretty good. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this row. And next row, Healing Hands is new on this row, which when you lay on hand somebody that's at 30% health, it lowers the cooldown of your lay on hands, which is basically, this is going to be useless. So, Selfless Heal is still going to be the way to go. Next row, Inquisition and Crusade, still the same, but you now have Sanctified Wrath as a new talent on this row. Avenging Wrath lasts 25% longer, and during Avenging Wrath, each Holy Power spent causes you to explode for light. So basically, your Avenging Wrath, like you thought it was long before, now it's even longer. Add to the fact, they baked in that one trait that Ret Paladins have on BFA into this talent. So when you do damage, it'll do exploding light near the target. So that's pretty much it for the talents. Like I said, there's quite a bit of changes for Ret, which is actually pretty shocking. Honor talents, everything's still the same. Nothing has changed pretty much in that department. Now we're going to check out the book and see what paladins get. Blessing of Sacrifice, which was a Holy Pally / Paladin blessing, is now for Rhett. So if you want to take your damage for the teammates, you can now split damage, because like for 3v3, if you want to take some pressure off the healer, you can pop it on somebody, and I guess that'd be good. I don't really know much about Blessing of Sacrifice because I don't really play a lot of Prot and Holy Pally. I just know it from facing Paladins. Turn Evil. Hammer of Wrath is now baseline, so you now don't have to worry about it being a talent. So if you're being kited, you can use your Hammer of Wrath. Red Paladins now have Concentration. I don't know if this will be really good for PvP because you'll be on the move a lot, but you get another ability, Consecration. Word of Glory is now back, so you now have another heal, and it costs, of course, Holy Power. Costs Holy Power. Also, you now have Auras back. So, allow me to show you guys what each one does. Retribution Aura. When any of your party members within 40 yards die, you gain Avenging Wrath for 12 seconds. I think this was an honor talent, so I guess they got rid of that one. So, if your teammate dies, you now have Avenging Wrath for 12 seconds, which will make you pretty crazy, which I could foresee this actually being pretty insane for battlegrounds, considering the fact that people die all the time. But, yeah. Devotion Aura, which is probably what you're going to be mainly using, is it reduces the damage taken by 3%. Divine Steed, so when you're, not Divine Steed, sorry, Crusader Aura, I was looking, they both had the same mount icon. Give me some slack. Crusader Aura, which is basically increases your mounted speed, so that's back for your teammates. You know, you can give your teammates the speed, which I'm like 99% sure, just like buffs, people are gonna forget to actually use this stuff. If I'm being 100% honest, because like half the time you still have to beg people just to spam a freaking fortitude or an intellect buff. So I can just imagine the amount of people that are actually gonna forget about auras. But yeah, there's like one more aura. Consecration Aura. Interrupt and silence effects on party members were reduced by 30%. So Holy Pallies are going to be a lot more annoying. So yeah, not looking forward to that. And that's it. Now let's go over the Necklord abilities, because I went through it on my Death Knight, and you guys may be clicking on this and still didn't see that one, so who knows. Flashcraft is not a class-specific ability. Everybody gets it when you pick this Covenant. What it does is it gives you a shield, and depending on what you pick for a Soulbind, you can make yourself immune to crowd controls, and it absorbs a certain amount of damage. And that's basically what this one does. All there is to it. For the class ability, it gives you Vanquisher's Hammer. Throw a hammer at the target, dealing shadow damage and empowering your next Templar's Verdict to automatically trigger Divine Storm. So allow me to demonstrate for you guys real quick. Let's use it on this ad real quick. Alright. Go ahead and pop the hammer here. Templar's Verdict. And it uses a Divine Storm just like that. It's pretty simple. And that's it. Now let's go ahead and move on to the Rets book. And honestly, nothing has really changed. So that's pretty much it for all the changes for Rets. So let's just go ahead and review one more time. You get Baseline and Blessing of Sacrifice now, which you didn't have before. Shield of Righteousness, for whatever freaking reason, you have this now. Hammer of Wrath is now Baseline. Consecration is now Baseline. You get now 4 different auras. You get Word of Glory back. Covenant ability is going to depend on what you pick, so I don't really need to add that. Hold on. Talents, quick review. Power is new. Divine Purpose is newish. It just got moved. Holy Avenger is new. Seraphim is new. Healing Hands is new. And Sanctified Wrath is new. And that's pretty much it for Red Paladin, guys. Well, let me know what you guys' thoughts on Red Paladin, because this is actually quite surprising. Like, out of every class I've done so far, maybe it's actually probably on par with Druid, but they got a lot. Red Paladin's got a lot of changes, in my opinion. That's it. See you guys later.